Hi, my name is Sarah Alcatari, and this is my URC capstone project. Through this presentation, I will walk you through my research, which was based around designing a preschool for autism spectrum disorder. Why is this important? I feel that this is a very important topic, especially as we continue to raise awareness on ASD and we continue to learn that sometimes they need an environment that is suitable for their needs, especially during these developmental stages. The CDC estimated that 1 in 54 children in the United States are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. So through this presentation, I will begin to talk about the project abstract, my research question, methodology, design considerations, and I'll wrap it up with the conclusions. So the project abstract. Autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disability that is characterized by the day-to-day behavioral and communicational challenges. Individuals with ASD struggle focusing and engaging in a classroom setting due to the maladaptive visual and auditory elements within the environment. With this information, it would be beneficial to create an educational system built specifically for children on the spectrum, where children have the opportunity to thrive and excel in their own education at their own pace. Throughout my research, I have reviewed scholarly literature related to the negative visual and auditory elements within a school environment. Expert interviews were also conducted where I was able to speak to an individual with ASD, which in turn gave me the opportunity to understand the environmental effects and how, as a designer, we can create an educational space that can help children with ASD learn and engage in a supportive environment. The proposed project will be 12,400 square foot preschool for children diagnosed with ASD located in Princeton, New Jersey. Design considerations that will be implemented within the space include sensory learning activities, isolated sensory pods to help overstimulated children ground themselves, color-coded navigation to decrease confusion and disorientation, the use of acoustical paneling to help aid in noise control, incorporation of sensory gardens with 2 paths for hyposensitive and hypersensitive children, and the use of flexible and dimmable lighting within the space. The final poster presentation of this work will summarize the major findings and provide a visual demonstration of how these issues will be addressed through environmental design. So the CDC estimated that 1 in 35 children in New Jersey was diagnosed with ASD by their 4th birthday. So New Jersey is the state with the highest numbers of children diagnosed with ASD. So with this information, I made the decision to locate the preschool in New Jersey in Princeton, New Jersey. And I thought this was the perfect location, not only because of those statistics, but because Princeton is known as the educational hub, which is fitting. So my research question: how can interior design methods be used to create an engaging and stimulating space for children with autism spectrum disorder that can in turn be used to encourage learning and development in a preschool environment? So personally, I've always been interested in the psychology behind design and how the environment actually affects someone. So this topic was actually something that made me feel passionate and want to design for change. Methodology. So throughout my research, I utilized numerous methods. I've gone through literature reviews, studied design theories, I've conducted interviews, conducted analysis of the building site, constructed a concept, and worked through our schematic design. So for concept inspiration, Cloud is a newly developed preschool designed specifically for children diagnosed with ASD with the purpose for them to thrive and excel within an educational environment. The design will be based around unity, harmony, and balance by creating a relaxing space. Organic colors will be implemented throughout the design, such as warm whites, camel tones, muted grays, and airy pinks. Natural elements such as bamboo and wheat will also be implemented throughout the design to allow users a sense of calmness and stability. So this is my adjacency diagram. I started out here since it shows the relationship between rooms, how they're supposed to, which rooms go next to each other. And it also shows which rooms need daylight, which rooms require privacy, which rooms should foster social interaction, which rooms need plumbing, and then other special considerations. For the schematic design process, my bubble diagrams on the left, that one shows the connection between the rooms. And on the right, I will walk you through my thought process. So here is where you walk in. You're greeted by the reception, and if you head straight, you're greeted by the administration. To the left is where you bump into the assembly room, and this is where all student activities will be held. Further down the hall, we see a bathroom, storage, escape pods, and dining cafe. And then all classrooms are in this hall. Design considerations. So throughout my research, these were the common themes that I found. Visual triggers have been found to trigger undesirable behavior in children with ASD, and this could include classroom congestion, space disorganization, and fluorescent lighting. The sensory processing difficulties associated with academic underachievement in children with ASD include tactile processing, auditory filtering, and underresponsiveness or sensory seeking. Children with ASD can often become overstimulated, whether they have hyposensitivity or hypersensitivity to environmental triggers. Auditory triggers such as unwanted noise or electrical humming is a major disruptor for children with ASD. And then lastly, individuals with ASD are easily affected by the negative triggers of environmental design, which could decrease productivity and cause negative behaviors. So for design considerations, a couple things that I came up with based on the findings throughout my research. The first one was to utilize lamps and floor lamps. This was because throughout my research, I found that they prefer flexible lighting, dimmable lighting, also highly structured classrooms with well-defined areas. This is to avoid confusion, disorientation, and ability to turn off or remove some overhead lights. This also ties in with the first one with flexible lighting. Keep wall decorations simple. This is because children with autism spectrum disorder are easily distracted, and it's best to keep a calm, steady environment. Also, the use of regular wave and lava type lamps. This will help them, especially in the pods when they're destimulating. Use high efficiency fans with quieter performance. This is for, again, noise control. Utilizing acoustical elements to minimize background noise, also with noise control. Providing escape spaces. This ties in with the escape pods. This is for children with hyposensitivity or hypersensitivity that need a space to relax, need a space to destimulate and calm down. Integrate color-coded navigation techniques. This is to avoid confusion and disorientation. And lastly, utilize flexible furniture. Conclusions. So by taking into account the findings and design considerations that were discovered through evidence-based research, the goal of this new facility will be to create an academic environment suitable and supportive for children diagnosed with ASD. And a quote that I stumbled upon that I found was very fitting, and it's a beautiful quote by Elise Roy. When we design for disability first, you often stumble upon solutions that are better than those when we design for the norm. Thank you so much.